gave us like insights on it and said, "Hey, like this is where most of your viewership is coming."
No, they don't do that sort of thing.
No, I don't think so. That sounds like a lot of work. A lot of
You gotta
data.
go on Fiverr to get someone to know how it works.
Oh, hey, everybody. Oh, look at you. Welcome to another episode here of the Wish You Were Beer Show. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're unfamiliar, this is a weekly beer show we do every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on the beautiful internet. You can find us streaming through Facebook as well as Instagram. If you prefer to find us that way, but obviously always on YouTube, we're available as well. Obviously, you're watching it there. You can see all of our social medias down there at the bottom of the page. Speaking of Instagram, TikTok, X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Find us wherever you can get us, whichever venue you prefer to see these gorgeous mugs. Up at the top of the page there, you can see our beautiful website. It's got our whole name and everything, wishyouwerebeershow.com.
Yeah.
Make sure you check us out there. We've got a great merch store. It's probably one of the easiest ways to support the show. If you have a good time with us every week, buy a shirt, buy a hat, buy a fanny pack. We're not making
some stickers.
Yeah, stickers are great. We're wading into the waters of customizable dildos. We haven't got there yet.
I keep testing them though. You know, just haven't found the right one yet.
The testing game has been intense.
Yeah. I'm testing one right now.
Oh God!
Well, this has been great. We're not even 2 minutes in.
I love it. But yeah, if you want to support the show, that's one of the easiest ways. But if you want to find a catalog of our old shows as well, that is all there too. So follow along with us anywhere you can get us, and make sure you tell your friends about us. We appreciate any viewership and any followings that we can get, because we were unpopular in school, and I yearn for approval. So please like
much.
As always, I'm Daniel. This is Tiffany, and that is Phil. And Phil, you just cracked a beer. What are you drinking?
So I am drinking Maine Beer Company's King Titus.
Okay.
This is Titus. This is a give back beer, which is always exciting. It's what I love about the beer community. This one gives back to, this one's about a bold silverback gorilla. And so it's the Diane Fossey Gorilla Fund.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
So gorillafund.org if you want to give to the Gorilla Fund. It's got a little photo of the gorilla right there.
Yeah.
So that's King Titus. It's a porter, and it is, of course, it's delicious because it's Maine beer.
Yeah, I was gonna say they don't miss. I don't know if I've had that one, but pretty much
we have.
Have we?
Yeah.
Any beer I've had from them has always been exactly what it should be, which is always nice. Like there's nothing out in left field. There's usually not one that's like, hey, we made a crazy fruited banana nut job.
I think we've had that one. Actually, I'm not sure anymore.
Oh,
sorry.
They also have probably one of the prettiest breweries.
Yeah.
I've never been to it, but just looking at it on the photos, I'm always just like, I mean, look at they do these amazing bottles. Like they take the whole thing into account. They're not going cheap in any direction, I don't think.
Yeah.
I do love that as well.
We need to plan a trip. I've decided.
Yes,
just now.
I would like to go to Maine. Andrew, who watches the show, is very familiar with that neck of the woods. He never has invited us, and that's fine. But whatever. Settle down, monkey.
Not to give away where Gabriel lives, but I think he's up in the Maine beer area.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna narc him out, but yeah, you go ahead.
I know he likes to keep his identity real secret.
Obviously. It's not even his real name. Jimmy, what are you drinking? Because you're having a delicious beer as well.
I am. I'm having a sipper, and I'm attempting to sip it. I am having the Virginia Beer Belgian Triple. It's a light 9%er, so good luck out there.
They always say the triples are the lightest.
Yeah. That's usually what I hear.
They're normally like, it's light, it's crushable.
Yeah.
Bring them to the beach.
Yeah.
Hot summer day.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like it might be a light beer, but it is not.
Yeah, really good beer, though. And for being like a 9%er, it doesn't drink like it, which is always dangerous.
No, that's why I'm very much so attempting to be sipping it. I forgot a water. That would have helped.
Too late.
Nope. You're done.
Can't leave the frame now. It's the internet.
Yep.
You'll have to wait for a cut scene.
I know, and then I'll have to run
We got a few of those tonight. They're 15 seconds long. You got time.
We got time. I am also having a delicious beer tonight. It's called It's Simple Math from Coastal Fermentory, who we've had on the show a few different times. And this is a hazy IPA. It's like a 5.5%. It's exactly what it should be. It's delicious.
It is very good.
I love their black cans with their really like sharp art like this when they do these labels. One of my favorites. It is delicious.
And we apparently have a beer from them coming out soon, don't we?
We do, yeah. I talked to Mike today for a little bit. If you don't know, we did a collaboration beer with Coastal Fermentory down in Newport News. It was a Saison base. Excuse me?
Award-winning.
Yeah, we don't fucking miss.
Yeah. 2 for 2 on the Saisons.
Yeah. So we did a Saison base, and it actually went into one of their fooder tanks, and it's been in there for almost
a little over a year.
Yeah, close to a year, or no, about 8 months actually. It's under a year.
How stupid are they just letting us have a beer in their tank for that long?
Why would anyone just let any one of us throw something in their fooder?
It's like, yeah, we're gonna put this beer in here for a year, and then we're gonna throw the Wish You Were Beer logo on it.
Hope it turns out well. No, but we're excited for that one. It's done in the process. They have carved the beer now. They had an issue with their bottler because they're not going to be canning it. It's going to be in bottles, which is super fun as well. Yes. So as soon as they get the canner or the bottler back up and running, should be out hopefully by mid-April. So really excited for that. Obviously, when it does come out, we'll bring some here to the show and show it off. Maybe put on our gold medal.
Yeah, I mean, we got to
hang it up over there. You can see it. Oh,
staring down a Pinkies Up 18.4% from Aslan.
We'll see who gets messed up first.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Good Lord. Oh. Yeah, that is definitely a sipper for a long portion of the night.
Yeah.
All 3 minutes.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
I'm out.
So we are going to be playing trivia tonight. We are doing like a beer themed trivia. So there's not a specific trivia either about a brewery or anything or a specific beer. Light just one of our lights just went out.
That's
yeah. Now you guys are all artsy and shadowy.
Yeah. Sometimes we just like to think about how life is going. Yeah, so we are playing trivia tonight. So if you do want to play trivia with us, you can go to kahoot.it, or if you have the Kahoot app, you just put in our game pin code, create a team name, and here in a short little time, we will get into that. But as always, when we begin these shows, we are going to do a small short segment that we'd like to call Beer News. Maybe. All right, the light's back on. All right, if you're unfamiliar with the show, this is a quick portion that we do in the beginning of the show that we like to talk about one quick news story, either from the week or from the month that's beer-related, beer-adjacent, something throughout the industry to begin with. This week, I found a story about a brewery out of San Francisco that I thought was interesting because we've been talking so much at the beginning part of the year about breweries going under or the state of the industry as a whole. This brewery has a gluten-free brand that's out of, what's the name of it? Oh, Black Hammer Brewing Company. Yeah, so they have a gluten-free line that they're kind of starting to push bigger out into the market. And instead of shopping everything in-house with their current brewery that is also pretty decent sized, they're throwing it out for anyone to individually invest in their growth, which I thought was really... What do you say?
How much did you put in?
I haven't yet, but honestly, when I was reading back through this, I was like, I mean, what's like a share? I don't know. Or is it just open? You can put in whatever you want. Like...
what do I get? Are there levels? Is this a GoFundMe? What is this?
Correct. Do I get a t-shirt? I don't know, Phil.
If I do, how many hundreds of dollars have I had to put in?
Right, exactly. But I thought it was really interesting because we spend so much time talking about the beer community as a whole and how how tight knit it is and how good of a community of people it is from every aspect of the brewery, like employment, whether the front of the house, the brewers, the owners. Like generally speaking, you don't meet a bad person in a brewery. So I think it's nice.
Depends.
No, I said generally speaking.
Oh, generally.
So yes, there are shit people who are bad examples.
Yep.
100%. I can't fix that for everyone. But with this, I thought it was interesting that they're opening it back up to their own community and to the beer drinking public to be able to invest in their growth. I thought that was a really interesting idea, and without quite being a Kickstarter, like, hey, we don't have enough money. They have the money to do this. It's an opportunity for people to get involved within the industry or people that just like the industry.
Very cool.
Great. Beer news over.
Is it only their gluten-free section of their?
That's the portion that's going to be expanding. I'm not sure how tied to the main actual brewery in San Francisco that brand is. But they were saying their gluten-free ones have gone toe-to-toe with some pretty historic beers. They've won a lot of medals with their gluten-free stuff already, both GABF, locally. So it sounds like it's probably a really good beer. And their original line focuses really heavy on really crisp lagers and pilsners. So usually if you can do those well, you could pull a gluten-free beer off that probably doesn't taste like trash.
Interesting.
But I'm a huge fan of gluten.
I love some glute.
I was gonna say like multiple glute,
Yeah.
like glutes. Huge fan.
Big glutes guy.
Boy, you give me a couple of glutes and I am fat and happy.
Okay.
Oh, gluten. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I read that wrong.
Yeah.
Boy, I almost invested in a very different industry than I thought it was.
You invested in the Black Hammer.
Exactly.
She works Friday nights down at the strip club.
I mean, I've made some poor investments, Phil. That's fine. I could live with that one. But no, like I said, really, the only reason I grabbed this one, it was short and to the point, but I do like the idea that they're opening it up to their own community and to a wider, broader community of beer drinkers to be able to invest even at a small level when, you know, it's expensive as shit to own a brewery or to start a brewery. So most people will never have that opportunity. So it's kind of cool to be able to have a small piece of that pie, so to speak.
Yeah.
We'll let you know how much we invest.
Yeah, I mean, I am going to look it up. They had the website down at the bottom of it. I'm going to look into it. I'd be interested to see what they're, like you said, what they're looking.
Yeah, like how much can you really throw in?
Mm-hmm.
What you get if you throw in. That's
$5 and a beer.
Right. Yeah, exactly. We'll send them one of our award-winning beers and say, good luck. Here's $5.
It's literally just a mug club at the end of the day. Like,
that's even better, actually. I would be on board with that. So yeah,
do you know this brewery? Because it's out in your neck of the woods where you grew up, or
no, but I feel like every time I go back there's like 8 more breweries.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you just see how much money these breweries are worth sometimes, and I'm like, I've never even heard of this one.
Yeah.
You know, it's.
Well, I think some of that too is a testament of how well you can sustain yourself within a local area without necessarily being massive distribution, massive all over the place.
Yeah.
If you make good beer and you got people in there every single day, I mean, yeah, you could probably make a decent amount of money off of that. I don't know. Let's ask Twan. I think he owns a brewery.
He's got 5 on it.
Twan, do you make oh, you're putting $5 in? Never mind. So it's not going well. Well, again, we are doing some just general themed. Yeah, there it is. Generally speaking, beer trivia tonight. So again, go to kahoot.it, or if you have the Kahoot app, put in our game pin there. It's scrolling down at the bottom. And anytime you join, you can join throughout the whole process. It doesn't have to be at the beginning of it.
You have more of a chance of winning if you join now.
Well, unless you're just really bad at this anyway.
I mean, but
really,
you have more
join
of a
whenever.
chance. You have more of a chance of joining now because you have more questions to get right.
That is fair.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. I wonder if they'll let me pay them in Dogecoin. I'm heavy Doge.
Oh man, I have so much coin.
Yeah,
$3.
I leaned in real heavy to Doge, and I've just been letting her ride.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you gotta let it ride.
That's
that
it.
thing's gonna skyrocket soon.
God, can you even imagine? Can you imagine if that shit actually took off and we were rich? Like, you gotta be kidding
at one
me.
point when we all got into it.
Yeah, it went up to like 50 cents. And it was like, to the moon.
We're gonna get it to $1, and then it was like 7 cents.
Yeah.
The market ebbs and flows. You got to be willing to ride it out.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's true. You got to get in that black hammer coin next. That's apparently what all the rage.
I don't think that's a good idea.
It sounds like a metal band.
It does sound like a metal band. All right. Well, listen, I want to play trivia. I know Phil does because he didn't read any of it, so he'll be just as surprised as we are.
We got more questions than usual tonight too, so there's a big opportunity here.
That is true. I can always tell when you didn't actually read the trivia I sent you because you leave my spelling errors in there, and I'm like, oh yeah, Phil just copy and paste.
Copy and paste. I don't want to be held liable for spelling things wrong.
I'll take that fall. It doesn't bother me. Third grade education.
Well,
hey, wait, are we going to play the right trivia one this week?
Yeah.
Oh,
let's see what the names are in here when we get back.
Excited.
Here we go.
All right. Smooth operator.
I love it.
Noble Puffin 52.
I think that's an automatic name.
Okay.
Oh, baby.
Baby's back. Speaking of knowing nothing, baby's here. And the G spot has returned. I can't believe we've found it 2 weeks in a row. That's got to be a record.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I'm still looking for it.
Yeah. I don't know if Guinness follows these type of records, but I'll call them tomorrow and see if we can get our name in the hat.
Got it.
So obviously a few of y'all have played trivia before, but just in case, you get points for being correct, but you also get points for being the fastest to be correct.
Yes.
So go with your gut. Don't overthink it. There's no real prizes. You have nothing to lose. Bet it all.
Here we go. We ready?
Let's do it.
We're in. That's what G-Spot says.
Okay. I tried to introduce shit. All right. What country consumes the most beer annually per capita? The Czech Republic, Ireland, the United States, or Germany?
Ooh, the per capita is throwing me off here.
That one really fucks me up because A, I don't know what it means, and B, I see it a lot.
Yeah, I believe it means
crime rate per capita, and I was like, "There's only one capital every state."
Capital, yeah,
yeah, that is correct. It is the Czech Republic, and oddly enough, they have held that record for 26 straight years.
Wow,
I think it's cold there, so
it's cold. If you're familiar with the Pilsner beer, that is where it originates. They've been drinking beer a long time.
Technically, it's Pilsen.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Is that in the? I
thought. Do you think they just drink the most because they're drinking so many light beers? Like they're not getting the IPA.
That is a big portion of it. So they do drink a lot. I saw the diagram on this after I went further into this, and they did start to go along and follow who drinks what beers. And most of theirs was on the lighter lager and Pilsner end of things. Obviously, Ireland had a lot of darker beers in there, still light ABVs overall. Germany and the US were more all over the map with what ABVs and what they like to drink and don't like to drink. But 26 years, they're doing it.
Damn.
Yeah. I haven't done anything for 26 years.
No.
I've walked.
I don't remember 26 years. I got about 10 years that I can remember. That's about as far back as I go.
Still doing better than me. Jesus. All right. Well, who got it right the fastest? Who's in the lead?
Let's see.
Oh, it appears you know something.
No, they know nothing. They know how to nut. They know.
Only they were next to the G spot.
This is also true, Vero. That was one of the things that they had further down in that story as well. And I would love it. Beer was cheaper than water.
It was like that in St. Martin. You know, you'd like sit down for like breakfast and they'd be like, what would you like to drink? And you look at the menu and you're like, well, beer is $2 and coffee is $5.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of times too, like St. Martin, there's no fresh water, right? It's all salt water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all in the beer. They use it all for the beer.
Well, I know that's how it is a lot of places in the Keys as well for that same reason. Like, there's no fresh water, so everything's expensive that involves water. We can ship beer in though. It's whatever. We're giving it away.
We got to go back to the Keys.
Yeah, let's do that for 36 hours this time instead of just 24.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I'll survive if we do it for longer than 24.
I got time. All right. And what country was beer illegal in until 1989?
Ooh,
Russia, Iceland, Greenland, or Cuba?
that's an interesting. I mean, I think they only drink vodka in Russia, right? So maybe they weren't wanting beer.
That's what I heard, but I don't know the culture.
The beer just freezes the second that they open it, so they can't drink it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yes.
ooh.
So it was actually illegal to drink beer in Iceland until 1989, which is just batshit crazy.
Was it beer to drink illegal? Was it illegal to drink all alcohol or just beer?
So this originally started with a similar style prohibition in like the early 1900s in Iceland. Hard spirits or hard liquors were quicker to be reintroduced. But because of Iceland's association with, was it England? Jesus Christ, I'm blanking out. Their longtime association with the country that
they were like part of the Vikings.
Okay, it wasn't about the Vikings.
Well, no, but I'm just saying, like, so they've been associated with like the Nordics, but
it was
also
another country.
England has been involved in that as well.
I'll resend the notes on this one because I can't remember off the top of my head.
I didn't read any of the notes,
but they saw beer.
These are all brand new questions to me.
They saw beer as tied to this association with another country that was negative.
Mm-hmm.
So they were way slower to bring beer back into the country.
Okay. All right.
Y'all need some History Channel. Oh, sorry, Andrew. You knew what country used to own Iceland? Get the fuck out of here. Go back to your 18%
show because it ain't. Let's see.
Bugs up, Denny's. Sorry.
Oh
no boy.
Nuttin'.
You're knowing a lot of things.
Yeah.
No nuttin' is all over this thing.
Yeah.
It's all
Iceland
over.
Is basically stupid.
I can't attest to their
intelligence, but sure, I'll buy it.
The fact that they waited until 1989 seems a little ridiculous.
When did Noble Puffin come in? I don't know who this Noble Puffin is.
That was in the original
it was in
one.
there.
Was it?
Yeah.
Clearly, I'm focused.
Boy, you are killing it over there.
Yeah.
I'm glad you made this trivia. What's the group name of Tiffany's chickens?
I know this one.
Are they the Cinnamon Sisters, the Spice Chicks, the Pepper Ladies, or Basil Babes? These are Tiffany's chickens.
Yeah, my chickens. Yeah. I'm very excited that I did not read any of the trivia questions, and that was a very big surprise for me that was a question, and that was very exciting.
Well, why don't you explain it? Everyone got it correct.
I know. That's because apparently I've told a lot of people.
It's really all over the internet.
All right, so we decided to name them the Spice Chicks, and by we I mean not Daniel.
You don't name food.
Well, we did. And so every single one of them was named after a spice that went well on chicken, and then we never ate any of them. But then the first chicken that we had was named Mrs. Chicken, R.I.P.
You can eat that.
And she was the manager, so it was the Spice Chicks and Mrs. Chicken as the manager. But yeah.
Yep.
Now, here's another little side trivia piece. If anyone knows this from the comments, where are the other three names from? Does anyone know?
The Cinnamon Sisters, I assume. So early in my pornography game, not that I'm in that world, but when I found it, when I stumbled across it on Prodigy Internet server, I seem to remember something with cinnamon, and I think they were pretending to be sisters, though. I don't think they were really sisters.
No, probably not. Stepsisters.
No. Yeah. I know that one. The Pepper Ladies, I have a cease and desist on that one. I'm not allowed to talk about that one.
So the other three names are from that David Beckham and Victoria Beckham commercial from Uber Eats, where they can't remember the name of the Spice Girls.
That's right. That's
Nice.
right. Well done, Phil.
Thank you. Yeah, I took a lot of time on this one,
Yeah, you really thought that one through. That's amazing.
but I have to give credit because I think we all know that Vero created this question and not me.
100%.
I am not this smart.
No one doubted that you didn't write this question, Phil. But I'm proud of you anyway.
No,
Oh my God. No, nothing
3
is on fire.
in a row.
Jesus. We got to bring that person down.
I
bet
just
I
excited
answered the
for
next question faster than them. I can't play.
Gluten dog.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, God, the names get better every week.
They
I love
do.
it.
They do.
All right.
All right. The world's most alcoholic beer comes in at what ABV? 38.9, 42.7, 50.3, or 67.5?
Ooh.
I did know that. Isn't it the Sam Adams?
I was going to say, is this the Sam Adams one?
No, this is so it is 67.5. It's a beer out of Scotland that I do not recognize. They make very small batches of it every year. They recommend it come up to room temperature and that you drink 5 to 7 ounces of it as a full serving.
Jeez.
But apparently it is like a really heavy, like peat style beer. So it's more in the realm of Scotch, or what you would think of like a really smoky peat, like Scotch. But it is technically a beer. And yes, that is the correct name of the beer. Snake Venom.
It's a solid name.
It's a solid name if it was like an American WWE wrestler. I don't see the Scottish being like Snake Venom.
Or if it was like Habu snake, which is a
What?
snake, and it's a very, very toxic snake in Japan. They make sake out of
out of the like actual
the
venom.
Habu snake.
Yeah,
I've had their sake.
nice.
It's
What
like
is
weird.
the Sam Adams one comes in pretty close to that, doesn't it? Isn't
I
it?
thought so.
I don't remember. I think it is relatively close to that, but I don't think
The Sam Adams one drinks almost like a whiskey.
yeah, but I don't think in America you're allowed to have a beer with that high of an ABV.
Yeah.
I think you'd have to classify it as a spirit at that point.
I'm sure someone will look at up the Sam Adams one for us and put it in the comments.
Yep, and they'll probably be like, "Here it is, dumbasses! It comes in at 18%." But yeah, it'll be something like that.
All right, let's see who's in the lead. I'm going with Nose Nuttin.
God damn! Who is this person? Show yourself. No, okay.
We should probably be hosting this show.
I mean, if they were hosting the show, they could just look trivia up every week. I'd be winning right now as well.
I would not. I did not see any of it. I didn't read the beer news story. I didn't read the trivia. It's great.
That's weird. You normally plan out so much for the show, Tiffany.
Not lately, and I'm sorry, but I'll step my game up. I apologize.
Are you going to be on the show next week? No. God.
I will not be.
All right. What car does Daniel and Phil own at the same
I
time?
know this one.
A Ford Focus, Toyota Yaris, a Scion XB, or a Jeep Wrangler?
Remember, we're not cool.
Andrew, always good to see you, buddy. Have a good night. Good luck with work early in the morning.
Yes.
Yes. It's the beautiful, beautiful Scion XB, the OG toaster.
Oh, man. Yours was navy blue, I think.
Correct.
Right? And mine was silver.
Yeah. It was.
Mine was a true toaster. I think I literally called it the brave little toaster.
You did. Yeah. And side trivia fact, I changed the oil in mine while Phil was in town one time, and he was like, "Don't you have someone for that?" And I was like, "Good Lord, Massachusetts! Like,
Doesn't surprise anyone.
Gonna take me 10 minutes, you rich asshole. No, I don't have anyone for this."
And then I opened up something on my phone, and Daniel's like, "Whoa, your phone doesn't flip?" Like, so it really works both directions.
Boy, really, this was a friendship of me just taking advantage of your knowledge and you, I assume, giving me charity. I don't know.
But I love nothing more than when I came to visit you and you picked me up in the airport in your XB, and I was like, I have this car. Like, that was like the weirdest thing that we both just happen to own the exact same car.
Great minds think alike, Phil.
I think so.
Yep.
Oh,
Somebody's got to
I
do it.
miss that car. Literally my favorite car I've ever had.
I talk about it every week to this day.
And you see like the other ones, like the Nissan Cube, and you see like the other
Garbage.
stupid ones, and you're like, yeah, you're all just stealing off from the Scion XB.
Yeah, Toyota beat you to the jump years ago. Read a book.
Let's see who knew this. Oh, Knows Nuttin did not know this one.
Noble Puffin jumped up on that one though.
Noble Puffin.
Watching.
All right, we ready?
All right, true or false? Barack Obama was the first president to brew a beer in the White House. This is true or false, so just go. Why'd you put Bernie up there? He's not even been a president.
Because
maybe it's a hint.
Oh my God!
8 years ago,
You're a Bernie
the bird
guy?
Landed on his little podium.
I know.
Like yesterday, it was 8 years since it landed on his podium.
Boy, we keep very different anniversary calendars.
Just it popped up on my news feed.
All right, so this is true. Barack Obama brewed a beer that they ended up actually making, but he brewed it on his homebrew system that was a gift to him from Michelle before he was president. He brewed it in a small homebrew system in the White House for the first time. And they actually ended up making it. It was like a honey ale. They called it like White House honey ale or something like that. But thought that was an interesting fact because you would have thought like maybe Thomas Jefferson made a beer in the White House. Like
Nope.
they had to drink beer.
Yeah, he had people for that.
Yeah.
Well, you wonder also like maybe there just wasn't even record of them doing it. You know, like it was just you wouldn't even think to record it.
Yeah, that's true. Like, because who cares? Everyone was making beer or some variation of it.
It's either that or die from drinking the water.
God,
So,
he got the recipe off Hunter's laptop. Twan always stirring up some politics shit.
The views just went up. The Trumpers are in.
Yeah, good news. We've been shadow banned. We mentioned Pizzagate. All right, let's see if Know Nothing still knows a lot. Wow, impressive.
Killing it.
Impressive.
Here we go. We'll keep moving.
Yeah. All right. What is the oldest brewery in America? Is it Budweiser, Pabst, Yuengling, or Coors? Everyone should know this one.
And everyone did.
Good. Yes.
We'll see who got it the fastest. But,
they obviously advertise this pretty heavily. All their advertisement, all their branding touts that left and right. So well done, everyone.
It's such a strange name for a beer, though.
Yeah, well, never mind. Yeah, it is a strange name.
Wasn't it someone's like last name or family name?
Even still,
something?
weird.
I don't know.
Super weird. I'm with you. Smooth operator coming in. What, are there 2 questions left?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. See, this is where shit goes south quick.
I know.
You gotta be the fastest.
You think you know nothing. It changes.
Boy, and then there's a smooth operator just come in and fuck your whole night up.
All right.
What did Daniel compete in when he was younger? That's me. Darts, breakdancing, pogs, or crazy eights? You goddamn right it was breakdancing.
I thought it was pogs.
I mean,
I had a couple good slammers.
we had some slammers.
I can't get over the fact that you are like a competitive breakdancer.
Believe it, sister. Believe it.
Yeah.
What was your go-to song? What was like your song to hit?
It's not really about the songs, Phil.
Not the beats.
It's more about how it makes you feel. But I think the funnier portion of this is at the time I was actually breakdancing, it was a really heavy African-American and Filipino community that was doing that in my area. I was probably one of 3 white kids at any one of these competitions that were pretty large scale. So there's a lot of people there. So if you're unfamiliar with breakdancing, they usually have a name, your B-boy and your nickname, or if you're a female, your B-girl, whatever your nickname is. I got coined as B-boy powder because I was so fucking white.
How have I never heard this before?
I'd be in a college like basketball gym at a legit competition, and the MC DJ would be like, "All right, y'all, it's B-boy powder," and I'd be like, "Thanks a lot, asshole."
Will you please write down B-boy powder so that we know to put it on a shirt?
I mean, I'll tell you that anytime.
Just put
part of who I am.
box, like a box that's like laid out with nobody on it, and just put B-boy powder.
It would have to be a piece of cardboard in a parking lot
That's
or
it, yeah.
a sheet of vinyl in someone's slab garage.
Now, Daniel, real question here. Could you do put the hat on, put the like cardboard down and like spin on your head?
I didn't do a lot of spinning on my head. I value that portion of my body very heavily.
Clearly.
I don't know why.
At the time, however, not so much anymore because I'm 1,000. I was extremely flexible, so I was more of what you would consider a technical breakdancer, less of there. Let's not dive into this. There's a lot of information on this. We could do a whole hour. Whole hour.
We'll do a side show just about this.
God, just about breakdancing. We could bring it back. It's not important. Never mind.
I would like to see you attempt to bring it back.
Still can.
No.
Yeah, I can still do it.
Well, good thing. You just have to invest in an Amazon box and you're ready to go.
We've got one.
I've got them
in the garage.
Holy shit, you're right.
Break it down.
And I got a garage. Really, let this be a lesson. There's nothing stopping you from your true dreams other than yourself. All right.
Oh, no nothing brought it back.
God. Used to be a smooth operator.
We got one more question. This is for all the G spots.
This is all right. What state consumes the most beer annually? Is it California, Texas, Pennsylvania, or New York?
Oh, I think this one's a trick one. Yeah.
Yeah. It is a huge trick question.
It's also just one of the most populated states, so
that's really what it boils down to. It's really when you're looking at per capita. Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, so per capita would actually
it would not be California probably per capita.
It would probably be somewhere sad.
Again, I don't understand this, but when in Rome, we'll keep going. Yeah, so it really is, honestly, it's pure volume or saturation there. There's 100 billion people drinking beer and there's 5 million people drinking beer.
Yeah, but I heard so many people move from California to Texas a few years ago, so I'm sure it's switched.
That is true.
Yeah, they haven't built a wall yet.
But
wait.
That's because of taxes, not because of the beverages.
All right, I guess. All right, should we find out who won this thing?
Obviously, it was nothing. I mean, you can't.
I think it was Baby. I think Baby came in at the last minute.
Doubt it.
We got
no puffins. Okay.
52. There was 51 others. So
8 out of 9.
Wow.
Well
quite the cathartic moment to find out someone who knows nothing knows more. Oh, wait. We turned our artistic light off, didn't we? Never mind. Disregard that comment. It would have looked better if one side of my face was bright and my shadow was here.
I turned the light
on. Well done. No nothing.
Yeah, well done.
We'll send you nothing. That's what you get for winning trivia.
It's going to be a pack of Nutter Butters. We tried. I love it. So that was our general beer trivia. We also do a history and facts section sometimes when we have guests on where we're doing more specific trivia about their brewery or about their process. So it's a lot of fun. Every week we try to do some variation of it unless we just don't feel like it. Because really, it's our show. We can do whatever the fuck we want.
This is true.
Yeah. Well, we hope you had fun, though.
I don't really care if you did. I had a blast. Again, we only do this for ourselves.
Well, let's bring this old section back.
What?
Close out the show because we got time for it.
We do.
Yeah. What is it?
We haven't done it in a while.
Then it might work. All right. So if you're unfamiliar with this portion of the show, this is where we take a second to discuss what we wish was actually beer versus what it really is, either from your whole life, from today, or if you're Tiffany, while that slide is rolling.
Yep.
Because she went right before we cut out of it. She goes, "Oh, I got one.
Mm-hmm.
I just got one."
Well, that's why that slide is so long. It gives
Yep.
you a real good time to think of one.
It's one of the longest slides we have, just in case we all forgot that was going on, and we can go fuck. All right.
Let us know yours in the comments. We can bring it in as well.
Yeah. If you have a wish you were beer, throw it in the comments and play along. I'm gonna go first because mine is really easy and simple. I wish rain was beer because I could have spent about 12 hours today drinking beer instead of dealing with rain. So good Lord.
We haven't done this in a while, and you bring back the one we've done probably like 20 times.
Doesn't matter. I'm gonna bring it up every fucking time.
We're like, let's talk about the weather.
Hey, listen, what I wish was beer has nothing to do with your opinion. I can have an opinion on what I want beer to be. It's America.
I am wearing a vintage tee. Can't get this one anymore.
True story.
They're closed.
You seem excited about it, which is really...
That was actually really mean.
It
was excited that I have a tee that no one else can have now.
Yeah. Well,
it was really just like a selfish.
You can't have this one either.
I could. I just
not many people have this one either. I don't think.
That's true. That's true. Well, that one has the pentagram on the back, or is that one of the original ones? Yeah, never mind. You don't have one of the good ones.
Phil, what do you wish was beer?
I wish getting an apartment was beer. Because you can just go pick those up. You can just go pick up beer. You're just like, hey, we're out of beer. I gotta go get some beer, and then you go get a beer. I'm in the process of moving to Miami, and doing that from far away is awful.
Yeah.
It's like if you you had to call someone up and you were like, hey, I want your beer, and they're like, great, send us money for beer. And then you send them money for beer, and they were like, bye, and just like walked away. You'd be like, wait a second, where's my beer? And then you never hear from them again. That's the way it feels. Trying to get.
Hopefully, you get there and there's an apartment.
That's the goal. Yeah, but with AI these days, who knows?
You talk to a fucking robot.
Joe Biden's calling people and telling them not to vote. So you're right. We don't know.
So if I getting an apartment was beer, I'd be good to go.
Okay.
Pick them up.
It's easier and cheaper. Usually cheaper.
Oh yeah.
Abby wishes the IT guy's threats were actually beer. If I drank a beer every time I had to restart this week, that is a lot of beer. I feel ya. We had some weird updates.
That is the classic IT solve your problem. Just restart.
Correct.
Have you restarted?
It works almost every time.
True story.
CO2 leaks were beer. I'd be drunk all day, day.
Why don't you just fix the line? Never mind. It's not important.
Yeah. I don't think you should have CO2 leaks.
Yeah. I don't. Maybe I don't own a brewery, so I don't know. But why don't you just redo the lines?
But you do own 0.0002% of some brewery out in San Francisco.
Black Hammer.
Yeah.
I spend my money where money is well spent. All right. What do you got?
I wish my college basketball brackets were beer. Because usually I can get through a couple beers without being disappointed. I don't even know if I got through one game without being disappointed.
Doing great.
I have multiple brackets with like a litany of different variations, and they're all terrible.
Nice.
Literally none of them I am even in the top half of my like various pools. So next year, if you'd like to win college basketball, you should join my pool or invite me to yours. So at least you feel better about yourself, because I don't think I've ever even been in the middle. I don't know how I'm this bad at it, but that's fine.
Now, do you feel like you have to put Duke at a certain level to please someone, or do you?
I like Duke,
Tiffany?
But this year I was like, I don't know. I don't trust Filipowski because he's kind of a giant baby sometimes.
He's a little soft. Yeah.
And I was like, I think if he's in the tournament, something's gonna happen. But here he is doing pretty well so
far. Joke's on you, Sweet 16. We got the easiest portion of the bracket. Yeah. So hope to prove you wrong and rub it in your face for the next year until the next tournament.
It's fine.
Oh, wait. Customers coming into the homebrew shop with
that makes more sense.
Not the actual brewery, because we would fix those. Tuan, I'm just gonna keep giving you a hard time. That's all.
Yeah. So anyway, I suck at college basketball brackets. That's all.
Checks out.
Yeah. So
We're doing this next week, right?
Yeah, I have no idea what the hell we're doing next week. It's going to be a bros show.
Yeah.
Bro show.
Bro show.
I mean, that's enough to come back. It's a bro show.
Yeah, if you're not excited about two white
just
guys
giving up because her
about
bracket
craft beer.
sucks. So she's done. Her bracket sucks. She's not even coming on the show.
I love the fact that she failed her bracket pool, so now she's off the show.
She's off the show.
Can't have this shit in there. That's for goddamn sure.
Yeah, I'm out. Just that disappointed in myself that I'm going to go cry for a week.
All right. Well, bro show next week. Come join us. I have no idea what we're doing.
God, let's do bro stuff.
Probably have
bro
something
stuff.
to do. Yeah.
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 Yeah, we'll probably have like some slides like AK-47s and like bro stuff.
Bro stuff. Yeah.
Bro stuff.
Everything's going to be different. It's a bro show.
Bro show.
Bro show. See you next week.
Bro show. Bro.
Two white dudes talking about some craft beer.
And it's going to be really low and tight to the mic. Bro show.
We're going to be the only guys out there talking about beer.
Well, white guys at least.
White guys talking about beer. Just
This
two
way.
of them.
If you grow a beard before then.
Yeah. We are inventing the beer show.